Hey everybody, what's up? First of all, I'll be doing a Raw review just a little bit later on, so don't worry about that. And I'll be doing, because it's the first Raw after the Royal Rumble. It will be my post-Royal Rumble Raw review. But I'm also here to talk about something else. This is a little bit of breaking wrestling news in case you don't know. But if you've watched TNA over the past few weeks, you might recall that Crimson, Kurt Angle, and even Scott Steiner has been saying that they was going to be arriving to put an end to Immortal. Well, they did arrive tonight during the Impact tapings for this Thursday, and they turned out to be, are you ready for this? Spoiler alert, turn down the volume if you don't want to hear this. They turned out to be Fortune. That's right. AJ Styles, Beer Money, Robert Roode, James Storm, and Kazarian. Now the reason for this, well, here's the backstory. Due to the fact that word was going around for the past few weeks that Nash and Booker may be coming back to WWE, and due to the fact that they were both seen by fans and witnesses of all eyes, if you will, at the Boston airport in Boston, Massachusetts, the day before the Royal Rumble, which was this past Saturday. That only confirmed the fears of Dixie Carter and TNA. Now, Dixie Carter had basically gone on record and said that Kevin Nash had verbally agreed to a contract, agreed to basically come back and be part of this Main Event Mafia angle. That was not to be. And Booker, well, they weren't sure, but according to what I read online, Booker was going to probably head in the same direction as Kevin. So if Kevin would have gone back to TNA, Booker would have followed him. So anyway, what happens according to the wrestling sites that I've heard, according to one source close to TNA on one of these sites, there was complete chaos over this weekend, and that I think within the span of 24 to 48 hours, or 48 to 24, within the span of 48 to 24 hours, if you will, TNA creative staff had to rewrite the entire they story. I mean, they'll probably keep things the same, but they basically had to rewrite who they were going to be revealed as. Now, when I read the spoilers for this upcoming Thursday on Impact, which I will see because I want to see the actual reactions of this, to me, having AJ, Kazarian, and Beer Money revealed as they in place of the proposed Main Event Mafia angle, I think it's a good move on TNA's part. Because why depend on a group of guys, with the exception of maybe Joe and Sting, why depend on those group of guys that are mainly all former, WWE guys and WWE champions and stuff like that? Why depend on them to get your company back for you when you can depend on those that were with the company from the beginning? It makes a little bit more sense from what I can understand. Now, basically that's the breaking news right there. The fact that they, and again it's spoiler, have been revealed to be AJ, Kazarian, and Beer Money, that will, along with Crimson, Kurt Angle, and Scott Steiner, and who knows who else, RVD, Anderson, will be there to confront Immortal. Now think about it this way. Immortal, so far, still consists of Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, Abyss, Gunner, Rob Terry. It consists of some guys, big guys, strong guys, and all that. So it's going to be interesting where they go with this. But again, even though it was like a last-minute rewrite within the span of 24 to 48 hours, I think it's probably TNA is going to benefit from this because fans are going to want to see the originals, those that put TNA on the map those that have stuck with TNA through thick and thin, well, with the exception of Kazarian, who had a brief cup of tea with WWE and then came back. To me, I think they're going to get a better action from people because this is basically a better selection to go with those that originally built the company, helped build the company, and make names for themselves in that company. And from what I read, I'm not going to give much away. AJ has some kind of a promo that you just got to watch this Thursday and listen to, because it sounds like they do not want the same thing that happened to WCW to happen to them. So yeah, basically, again, the reason for the change from Main Event Mafia to Fortune is due to the fact that Kevin Nash and Booker T are now back with WWE, which was, I guess, confirmed this past weekend when they arrived at in the Boston area. And thus, because of this, the writers had to rewrite within the span of 48 to 24 hours, or 24 to 48 hours, had to rewrite the entire They storyline and insert Fortune in the place of the Mafia. Now, some people have criticized the fact that, even though it's criticized that this last-minute rewrite, some I know have criticized and will criticize that this last-minute rewrite didn't need to happen if TNA would have the TNA creative staff would have thought ahead and realized, well, wait a minute, we're not totally 100% sure about the other two, being part of this. Should we go ahead and do it? That's what some people have said. But again, breaking news: TNA was thrown into complete chaos over the weekend, and a rewrite had to be done. And instead of the Main Event Mafia being instead we get AJ, Kazarian, and Beer Money. So there you go. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you think it's a good idea, and I will talk to y'all later.